Hey, what's going on, YouTube family, YouTube community, DJ Reese here. We Create the Vibes podcast. Man, I'm on first official live for the YouTube channel. Gotta talk about my experience this Saturday DJing the Uncorked Wine Festival in Atlantic City at the Showboat Hotel. Man, I had a tremendous experience this weekend. It was this past Saturday, June 24th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. But I had one issue, and I just got to address this. And, this is a DJ channel. It's definitely this is for beginner DJs who are looking to level up. So I'm always trying to share the gems. But I have to ask my DJs out there, has anyone ever plugged into an outlet during their event and midway through their event, they were told that they had to unplug and plug into an emergency outlet while the party is going on? The dance floor is amazing. The energy is crazy. And the venue manager is telling you that you have to unplug your power source and plug into another emergency power source during the event while it's going on, while the dance floor is packed. This problem happened to me this past Saturday while I was DJing at the Uncorked Wine Festival in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the Showboat Hotel. And I gotta say, as soon as I unplugged, the energy was wiped out the room, like completely. And of course, I had nothing but angry guests and ongoers coming up to me wondering, why did the music stop? What happened? What's going on? Is your equipment okay? And my only response was, yes, everything is fine. The venue wants me to unplug from this outlet over to my right and plug into this outlet to my left. And even some of the ongoers and some of the wine festival ongoers were like, that is ridiculously, utterly stupid. Why are they telling you now at 4:15 when the event started at 2 o'clock and ends at 6? And that's the same question I had myself. This was for me, it was very unusual. It was very odd. Have I had something similar like this happen? Yes, actually I have, unfortunately. But this late into the event, no, actually I never had it happen in the middle or literally going into the third hour of my event that ends in 4 hours. Being told to unplug, mind you, I was working with a 100-foot long extension cable cord that was taped down. So I had to take out the cord, plug into the emergency bank, and then retape it down. All this while a wine festival was taking place, and I was supposed to be the entertainment for the festival. So yes, thank goodness I had my wife with me, who is typically my assistant. She helped me do it. We both were taping down together while I was playing music and then hurrying up trying to tape down. But yeah, I just never had that type of experience. There's DJs on. I see there's 2 DJs on here. Let me know, DJs, talk to me. Have you ever set up for a venue and while you're playing, they're telling you, hey, you have to cut your power out and plug into another power source? I mean, let me know if this is something normal. This is something normal that event managers do at casinos. Because to me, this was very odd. Almost to a point where I felt like it was intentional. Even the lady who hired me even said, like, this makes no sense. Why would they ask you at the highest point of the event, as the crowd is going crazy, to kill the energy to unplug and plug it into something else when you should have been informed? And the other crazy part is I arrived at the event at 12:25 for a 2 o'clock event. I was waiting outside literally till 1:05 to get in because, again, this event manager who's telling me to unplug, he didn't even actually come and get me. I was waiting for 40 minutes. I decided to go into an opposite door direction to go inside the venue, which I wasn't supposed to go in that way. As soon as I get in, I start setting up. Mind you, it's like 1:10. He comes up to me saying, oh, you're the DJ. You need to get into these double doors right here. Literally, that was like 45, 50 minutes later. So Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll be honest, you know, ever since COVID and ever since after COVID, a lot of my events have been getting very interesting as far as the event managers, the directions they're giving me, which a lot has been incorrect. Definitely do feel it's intentional, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I can't complain about that. But I always have a checklist of questions before every event. And these questions I ask when I go into the events, when I speak to the event manager, I always typically ask, hey, where would you like me to set up best? But I feel like now, secondly, I have to start asking, hey, am I allowed to use this? Can I plug into this electrical outlet? Like, I feel like I need to start asking it now. Like, DJs, are you asking the event managers, hey, am I allowed to plug into this socket? Is this okay? Is this going to be an emergency restriction? Am I allowed to do this? Because it's literally getting to that point, because I'm covering all my bases on all ends. As far as I always bring my own table. All right. I always have my own speaker system. Always have my wireless microphones. Even bring a handheld as well. So I bring 3 mics to an event. I have backup speakers just in case anything happens. Backup controller, backup laptop, backup extension cords, XLRs, adapters. Everything is backed up. But should I start bringing my own power if this is going to become an issue? Because again, not to this magnitude, but this is not the second time, the third time that where I was told to set up somewhere, I set up, and then I'm being told to do something else with literally 10 minutes to go, knowing that most DJs, it takes us more than 10 minutes to set up our gear. It takes us way more than 10 minutes. So that was just my only gripe of DJing the Uncorked Wine Festival this past Saturday. It's just the lack of communication from event managers to DJs. And it's interesting. You know, years back, I've DJed for other DJ companies, which I no longer do. You know, I'm running my own company, but I don't know. This has never been this was never really an issue. So I don't know. For me, it's just odd. You know, a lot of times I even notice sometimes event managers, they don't even want to, when I go into a venue, I greet them. Hey, what's going on? My name is DJ Reese and No Stress No Entertainment. A lot of them are even very reluctant to have some type of form of communication with me. And of course, you know, no one has to shake your hand or whatever. But even the greeting is very like, what's this guy doing here? I love music. Shout out to King Alpha. I love music too. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, venue managers. When I walk into the building, I walk in with confidence, smile, good morning, good afternoon. Again, a lot of them are very reluctant to reciprocate that same energy. They're very reluctant to communicate effectively, meaning what do they need from me? I'll ask them questions. What do they need? They'll tell me, and then 5 minutes before the event's about to start, then you want to change something up for me. And again, these are, I don't know, it's very much intentional. Maybe I need to get a little more detail with my event checklist. I feel like I'm gonna have to start asking venue managers the same type of questions repeatedly to make sure that there is no mistake. That there's, you know, I know as a DJ you got to be flexible. You got to prepare for situations, but while your event's going on and the party's going crazy, you should never have to turn to take out your extension cord plugged in from a right side and move it to the left side to kill the party, when that should have been addressed when I got there at 12:25, and when the guy saw me again at 1:10. That should have been addressed, because he actually watched me set up, didn't say anything. He let me set up, and then 3 hours later, you tell me my extension cord should have been plugged in to another outlet, which is very sickening. So to me, that seems like very intentional. But then again, what the hell can I do about it? I only can control the controllables. But DJs, hit me in the comment section and let me know. Have you ever DJ'd a party while you're halfway through the party, the vibe is crazy, and they're telling you you need to unplug and plug into another outlet due to an emergency outlet that you need to plug into. The guy was saying that this is standard for casinos, which I don't believe is true, because I just DJ'd at Rivers Casino a couple months ago for another wine festival. That was not the case. I also DJ at the Greater Philly Expo for another wine festival. That wasn't the case either. All right. I think I know what the case is, but at the end of the day, who cares? That's not going to stop me from being successful at the end of the day. Salute to DJ Queen CZR. Hopefully I said that right. CZR, DJ Queen ZZR. Salute to you. Much love. But yeah, DJs, talk to me. Let me know, man. Are you having these issues with event managers when you're going in to do your events, where they're not giving you proper or correct information because they don't maybe they don't know how to communicate with you, or they're not used to communicating with someone who looks like you, which I'm starting to see a lot. I mean, this has been going on for years, but it's getting worse and worse. The more I'm doing country clubs, shout out to Queen Caesar, DJ Queen Caesar. I thought that was Caesar, the CSR, but shout out to DJ Queen Caesar. But yeah, man, DJs, let me know. Are you having these issues? Because I go to country clubs all the time. I go to nice restaurants. And yeah, the way they act in the restaurants to DJs that don't look familiar to them, or what they're not used to working with, is very strange and odd. And to me, I just don't got time for it. I'm here to do a job. They're here to do a job. Let's work. Let's get this work and do it proper. And let's have all forms of communication. So yeah, man, hopefully things will get better. I got 2 more events coming up this week. One is at a venue in Dover. The second is a private event, which the second event I've DJed for this client. This is one of my 3rd, 4th time. So I already know what the vibe is setting up. The event on Friday, first time DJing for this client. So yeah, I'm just going to have my questions ready and a lot of things to ask. But yeah, DJs, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. Yo, are venue managers acting funny towards you when you go into events? Are they fully communicating what they need from you? Talk to me, because they're not doing it for me. They see me, I come in there smiling. Hey, how are you? They're just like, nah. Well, I can't worry about that. I'm here to do a job. But again, DJ Reese, We Create the Vibes and No Stress No Entertainment. Yo, I appreciate all y'all checking in. Yo, we're gonna chop it up, and we're gonna come back in and do more lives. But yeah, I love talking to my DJs, the DJ community. I love seeing what other DJs have going on, what they're doing to expand their business. And of course, I'll be talking about what I'm doing to expand my business through the podcast, through the gig logs, talking about my DJ experience, going into my 16th year. It keeps getting better and better for me as we're really climbing up the corporate ladder, like literally just doing corporate events. We just retired from the wedding industry back in May, which I'm so excited, and I'll definitely do a video on that. But yo, stay tuned. Again, happy Monday. Much love. Shout out to all my DJs, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And we're going to come back later on today. Peace, y'all.